this woman, I remember just having this like big nose, and she was wearing all black, and it was like a joke that they were coming to the house like trying to prank people.
This sort of tells me that Dylan probably came face to face with Molly that night. Hey guys, this is Jules with True Crime Reactions. Disclaimer. Everything stated in this video is my opinion and my opinion only. And just like everything else in these cases we discuss here on this channel, everything is alleged. Now, before we get into this video, I just want to let you guys know, because I've already had a couple people asking, the reason why I don't have my face in these videos and I haven't been going live is because I just rearranged my room, which is also where my computer and everything is. So the wall is completely different now, and it's actually where my bed used to be. And the black paint on it is really scratched up, and I need to change the curtain to cover the sun coming in a lot better, or it's going to just be all up in the camera. And I won't be able to do that until sometime next week, maybe next weekend or so. So just for now, over the next couple of days, this is just how it's going to have to be. So I apologize ahead of time, but you know what? You'll see my smiling, beautiful face soon enough. This video is something that we've sort of discussed, but I wanted to put into its own little subject in between all of the other insanity that we are covering in this case. We know for a fact that Molly McDaniel, the DoorDash driver, was in the area of 1122 King Road at 3:51 a.m., which is the exact time that Dylan Mortensen added a new contact to her phone. I find it really strange that Dylan would say something like this if she didn't come face to face with Molly that night.
Pretty much me and Bethany, I woke up and I kept like going in and out, and I kept having these dreams of like this woman. I remember just having this like big nose, and she was wearing all black, and it was like a joke that they were coming to the house like trying to prank people. Like I just had these dreams about this guy, but it was actually a woman, and she was super nice. And eventually, like just these weird dreams about everything. And I woke up and I couldn't remember if all of that was a dream. I couldn't remember if I didn't know any of it, so I looked at my text messages and I saw I had texted about that, and I was like, okay, like now I'm kind of weirded out. Like I don't know how much of it was real. Like I thought I imagined it.
So now I've shown you footage showing that Molly was in the area at 3:51. We know that the description of Molly would be that she does have a large nose for a female. That is not me putting another woman down or talking shit on someone, for all the little snowflakes out there that are going to have a problem with me stating a direct fact. Molly has a large nose for a woman.
Have you seen a picture of Mr. Kohberger?
Yeah, I looked him up today when I found out. Yeah.
So you've I'm not sure which picture you've seen of him.
I've seen the mugshot one with the vest thing, I think.
Okay.
It's on there now.
Yeah, it's all on the internet.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to word this carefully, but is this Bryan Kohberger the person that you saw in this mugshot? Is that the person you saw in your house?
I have no clue. I just remember knowing that he was white, but I didn't know how he was white. I just knew he was, but I have no idea what he looked like. When I looked at his picture, nothing came back to me at all.
It goes in line with the fact that she told Mallory back in the very beginning that she didn't remember anything about the person's eyes or eyebrows.
Could you see what color his eyebrows were or anything like that?
No, I don't remember what his eyes look like either.
So I don't know how bushy eyebrows became such a focal point for this case, because there's no proof of any of that. And just like I said a million times, once she saw Bryan Kohberger's photo, there's no way something wouldn't have snapped in her mind and said, oh my gosh, that's the face I saw. She said the opposite. Bryan Kohberger has features that are very, very rememberable. If that portion of his face where he has such a large nose and it looks like it has been broken at some point, it's very prominent, where his eyes set farther back into his skull and his eyebrow bone protrudes forward some more. It's all very prominent right there. And she didn't recognize any of it. And now we have, again, going back to the original document released from the state when it came to their motion in limine regarding the text message testimony. This is where we hear that there is a message from Bethany to Dylan that says Xana was wearing all black, and Dylan to Bethany saying, I'm freaking out right now. No, it's like a ski mask almost. Like he had something over his head and over his mouth. Now in this, she says he. But we also know that they're saying that there was a typo in here. So could she mean he or could she mean she? Because the previous text message, right after the phone call between Dylan and Bethany, is Xana was wearing all black. That would almost tell me that she described a female on the phone to Bethany.
Pretty much me and Bethany, I woke up and I kept like going in and out, and I kept having these dreams of like this woman. I remember just having this like big nose, and she was wearing all black, and it was like a joke that they were coming to the house like trying to prank people. Like I just had these dreams about this guy, but it was actually a woman, and she was super nice. And eventually, like just these weird dreams about everything. And I woke up and I couldn't remember if all of that was a dream. I couldn't remember if I didn't know any of it, so I looked at my text messages and I saw I had texted about that, and I was like, okay, like now I'm kind of weirded out. Like I don't know how much of it was real. Like I thought I imagined it.
Again, we have a female that looks like she's wearing dark clothes in the area at the time that a bunch of noises and a bunch of crazy stuff starts going on. Yes, there's noises and stuff in the area before Molly pulls in, but after the timestamp that she gets there, there's a lot more activity. As a matter of fact, I'll go ahead and post tomorrow morning the video of just the timestamp of Molly coming in and then Molly leaving. There's a lot of noise, a lot of what sounds like conversations. Take a listen for it yourself. But for now, I want to focus on the facts here. Again, we have Dylan saying this.
I woke up and I kept like going in and out, and I kept having these dreams of like this woman. I remember just having this like big nose, and she was wearing all black, and it was like a joke that they were coming to the house like trying to prank people. Like I just had these dreams about this guy, but it was actually a woman, and she was super nice eventually. Like just these weird dreams about everything.
We also have messages between the two of them where they are describing a female, Xana, wearing all black. We also know that Molly has a rather large nose for a female. Now, I will also go back and show the footage of the 3:51 timestamp in this portion of time where Molly is walking. She is walking to the end where King meets Queen at 3:51. There's a few seconds before that, but she pretty much goes out of frame right in the 3:51 60-second time frame. It is very possible that Dylan got Molly's number from someone else, and that she then added the contact to her phone at 3:51. And as Molly is stopped and looking down at what looks like to be her phone before she turns around, that the text message that she's getting might just be from Dylan. We don't know, because both sides have hidden so many things from us. And again, this is just me giving an opinion and a theory based on the things that we have currently, because there's no other answers. So we're looking for them. And again, Dylan made this statement about the woman in black with a large nose in the interview that she did on 11/17/22. Molly, the DoorDash driver, was not interviewed by Payne and another officer until almost a week later on November 23rd, 2022. And keep in mind, they had to track her down. She never came forward. She was avoiding talking to the police. She was avoiding text messages. She was avoiding phone calls. She was making all kinds of excuses. And all she did once she got into her interview was try to make everything to where she looked like she just had this horrible life and, oh, woe is me, and all the bullshit. And now we have proof not only of the timestamp that the DoorDash was actually ordered, which is 2:15 in the morning. They're now giving us a timestamp for the customer texting the Dasher at 3:54 a.m. saying, "Are you having trouble finding it?" Now, this is a very strange verbiage statement, question. A lot of people are wondering if this is actually an automated message. And I think I'm going to do a little bit more digging and maybe even contact DoorDash myself, someone who could answer me if there are different sorts of automated messages that the system does send out to people, because I have had a Dasher literally on my street, 3 doors down, literally on his way, not stopped, actually driving. And DoorDash has texted me asking me to contact my driver because he's having trouble finding my location. The word trouble was used in the statement. So when I called him and I said, "Hey, DoorDash just sent me this message saying that you were having trouble finding the place. Where are you at? I can go outside." He said, "No, ma'am, I'm about to pull into your driveway. I wasn't having any issues at all." And he wasn't late either. He was actually a few minutes early from the time it told me it was originally supposed to be there. So DoorDash will just do whatever DoorDash wants to do. But again, I'm going to question, given the fact Dylan said this on 11/17, and Molly didn't come in to be talked to until 11/23. How is it just coincidence that she is describing a woman who was actually there, that we know for a fact was actually there and fits the exact description? And we also have proof that they were discussing what seems to have been a female in all black clothes, according to the text messages sent from Bethany to Dylan about Xana. We've been questioning that for a long time. Is this the answer? I don't know. I'm just trying to put together the facts and ask questions based on those facts. But for now, let me know what you guys are thinking about all of this down in the comments. If you like the way that I present this information and give my opinion, please don't forget to leave a like on the way out. Subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed already. And please don't forget to make sure that that notification bell is set to all so you don't miss any of my rants, reviews, reactions, updates, or deep dives. See y'all.